Okay, so this is basically the next lesson for grade 10. It's either on Monday the 30th of March or Tuesday the 31st of March. This is just a do now task. So what we're going to start doing now is maybe just picking some topics that we've done in the past because we're basically finished and answer some questions on assess prep. So this is your do now task. So if you're doing this later, pause it and then rewatch it. This table is giving you the weight of some apples picked from a tree and the different weights. And it's talking about cumulative frequency. So we did cumulative frequency back just before the winter break, which seems like a long time ago now. And you need to remember what cumulative means, okay? So frequency tables, which is a frequency table, is basically just giving you the data of the apples in each weight. So for example, apples that weigh greater than 30 but less or the same as 40, I'd write that number here. The next one, apples that weigh greater than 40 but less or the same as 50, there were 7 of them, and so on. So when we're talking about the cumulative frequency, it's talking about all the apples. So for example, the first group, you can see there's 5, but the next group is talking about the weight of apples from 30 and this to 50, which would be 12. The next number will be talking about from 30 to 60, which would be this number. The next group is from 30 to 70, which would be this number, and so on. So it's a cumulative, so we need to be adding the frequency together, okay? So this question is just a little bit of a problem-solving question. There's some blanks, A, B, C, D. This is on assess prep, you've got to fill in the blanks. So pause it now, give it a go, and then let's do the answers. So the first one, the cumulative frequency for the first one is always same as the frequency. So the first one, A, is 5, okay? Which makes sense because then 5 plus 7 is 12, okay? Then the next one, we need to do 12 plus 5, which would be 17. 17 plus a number is 19, so that's going to be 2. 19 plus 8 is 27, and then 27 plus 3 is 30, so that works. Okay, so when we're doing cumulative frequency, you're basically just adding your frequencies together, okay, from the beginning. So the first one would be 5, and then 5 plus 7 is 12, 12 plus 5 is 17, 17 plus 2 is 19, 19 plus 8 is 27, 27 plus 3 is 30. So that's the first thing just to remind ourselves of. Right, and then the next one says verify. So I'm going to verify that the median lies between 50 and 60. Okay, so in this question, we can see that there is a total of 30 apples. Okay, that's what the cumulative frequency always lets you know, how many apples there were in total. So if we work out the middle of the median of something, it's the middle. So doing it from a table, we say we've got 30 apples, we always add 1 and divide it by 2. So the position of the middle apple is between the 15th and the 16th apple. We just need to see where that actually lies. So we go to our cumulative frequency and we just see when they added them together, when did they pass this number? Okay, so you can see they passed that number when they got to here, because that's when it gets to 17, and that actually tells you that that is the median. Okay, so when we get to that, your task for today, you can go to Google Classroom. Again, it is assess prep. It's going to be just on data and it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, make sure you complete it before the end of the lesson.